But seriously, like how we view fear, like I'm scared and cowering a corner, that doesn't exist. But by the definition of fear, there's actually a lot of players that instill fear in a coaching staff when you're game planning, in players when you're looking towards a matchup. Like there's a danger, there's a threat, there's pain. It's losing. Those things all come about because of losing, and LeBron James has won a lot and caused a lot of those emotions.
On ESPN's First Take, JJ Redick made his point known on Mario Chalmers' "No one fears LeBron James" line.
JJ, I'm going to help you out here because, see, you've become more and more exceptional in the world of television, but I'm going to help you out here because I know these kind of subjects frustrate the living hell out of you. But I'm going to eradicate your frustration once and for all by giving you a perspective that I want you to hold on to. Stop paying so much attention to the question and pay more attention to the conversations that those questions provoke.
Host and executive producer of First Take, Stephen A. Smith, then holds court with Redick.
Because usually when we're asking a question, it's just an excuse to get into a bigger, broader picture, which allows you to educate the world on your perspective on basketball, which is something I think a lot of folks need to hear from both you and Legs. That's how you got to look at it. See, you don't get so frustrated with the questions. Get in through.
I was not frustrated today with the question.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just helping you out for future reference.
Thank you.
I'm just helping your brother out for future reference. Just be excited about the conversation it provokes.
And this is the ball game right here, folks. So we learn through Stephen A. Smith's own words on a broadcast the following.
Mad Dog, tell us why you're mad. Give me number one.
Yes, how about John Harbaugh?
After Chris Mad Dog Russo did a prepared segment titled, "What Are You Mad About?" Molly Kiram would ask out loud, does anybody think this is normal? Anybody at all whatsoever? I just want to know. Call me. That's when Smith replied with the following nugget that tells you everything about the current landscape of sports media. It's not whether or not it's normal. It's whether or not it's entertaining and it works. And it does, okay? Pay attention, Molly. Pay attention. Russo would add, that's the key word. Move the needle. As Awful Announcing's Brandon Contes would note, debate shows are often mocked for being too over the top, but as Smith pulled back the curtain and reminded everyone Wednesday morning, it's all part of the theatrics. Fans don't tune into First Take or Undisputed for hard-hitting sports analysis and insight. They go there to be entertained. Maybe watching people mindlessly yell and scream isn't your type of entertainment, but there remains an audience of sports fans that are drawn to it. See the crowds they pull when they go to the NBA All-Star Game, the Super Bowl, what have you. It's long been admitted by almost everyone involved with it that sports debate television is manufactured in some ways to find the largest disagreements or the most controversial opinions and amplify them. The degree to which that manufacturing exists is itself a matter of debate, but even those who try to defend what we hear from the likes of Stephen A. or Skip Bayless say that those are the real opinions. But the segments are generally picked for where there's conflict between the hosts. Here's what I will say, and I know this is going to be bland, all right? But some of my favorite sports programming is the hard-hitting analysis and journalism that I personally feel like this industry needs. We had the sports reporters, RIP John Saunders. We had Outside the Lines, which ESPN has completely gotten rid of for more entertainment like this. Debate-driven shows like this, disagreement shows like this, instead of investigative journalism. And one of my personal favorites that's been running for well over 2 decades, could be bordering on 3 at this point, is Real Sports with Brian Gumbel on HBO. Those are the shows that we need right now. Instead of the shock jock, personality-driven, try to offend as many people as possible, expand upon the most minute point between two parties. Is there room for sports debate and disagreement? Of course there is. However, what ESPN is doing, in my humble opinion, is carrying on from getting rid of a lot of journalists, a lot of reporters, and substituting that for WWE style content.